So here it is, the marquee fight on Friday. Anthony Pettis taking on Stevie Ray. Anthony Pettis, of course, a former UFC champion, was disappointed with the way 2021 went, comes into 2022 playoffs as a #1 seed, taking on Stevie Ray, who happened to submit him. That's a little awkward because they're standing right next to each other right here. Submitted him just 6 weeks ago to earn his spot in the 2022 playoffs. And Anthony, I'll start with you. 6 weeks, man, that's not a whole lot of time. What's different? What's changed between the last 6 weeks, the first fight, and this fight now on Friday?
Yeah, that's what I like about the season format, man. Like, usually if you get a loss or you have a bad performance, you got to wait till your next fight. And luckily for me, it's quick. Thing that's different is my mindset. Like last fight, Stevie needed to earn that spot. If he wouldn't have finished when he finished, he wouldn't have been in this tournament, man. He would have been out. So for me, I was already guaranteed a spot. I played it safe, and it backfired on me.
Yeah, and Stevie, you've heard him say this throughout the build-up to the second fight, that he gives you credit, but hey, I wasn't as motivated because I didn't have anything to gain in that fight. When you hear him say those types of things, what's going through your mind?
I'm thinking, well, he's right, obviously, that he was guaranteed through, so it's a weird position to be in. But I believe, at the end of the day, it's a fight. When you're in there, the octagon's, the door's closed, you're trying to put the man away. You're trying to win, and yeah, I don't think tomorrow night will be any different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, let's take a look at it right here on the display. I want you to just kind of talk about it in your perspective. How did you pull off this finish, knowing that you needed to get it done in the second round in order to get yourself a spot in the playoffs?
Well, just from the bell, I'm looking for the finish. Anyway, I'm looking to win. I'm looking to go in there and try and knock him out or submit him. Obviously, the submission ended up coming. Just got the back, and then it's a move that I could pull off in the gym. I've landed it in competition before. And yeah, obviously, just for the whole 15 minutes, I'm coming and I'm trying to put my opponent away every time.
Yep. Anthony, is it hard at all to watch that submission?
No, man, you know what? It's a beautiful submission. I mean, it was funny because I posted on my Instagram that week, and I know he was watching, that I was like, this submission escape works on everybody. And then, he had that up his sleeve. So, I mean, it's a beautiful sport of MMA, man. Like, one mistake, one little inch of a mistake puts you in a bad, compromised spot. I didn't want to get my rib popped because I knew I had this fight, and we're here now.
Yeah, and I can tell you that I was in Atlanta, and I went back to backstage. You were very frustrated, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember even your manager Malky Kaw was like, "Hey, if that rib is hurt, we can talk about potentially seeing if PFL will move this fight back a little bit." You were like, "No, I want New York. I want it 6 weeks from now." Can you just talk about just the frustration that you had that night? Because it was very, very evident to me being in that room.
No one likes to lose, obviously. I don't come in here to lose, but my whole goal this year is to become a champion. And I was in a position that he compromised an old injury of mine that I had to make a split decision. Do I let the rib pop or do I tap out and we do it again here in New York? And I've never fought in New York City, so of course I wanted to fight here.
Stevie, one more question for you. Do you think it's even possible for him to be as hungry as you? I mean, he has accomplished a lot of things in this sport. He has gone down as he'll be potential Hall of Famer. He's made a lot of money in the sport. He's had a UFC championship. Is it even possible that he could want it as badly as you want it tomorrow?
I think obviously he's wanting to win. Like you said earlier, nobody wants to lose. It's a fight. He's going to be coming to bring it. I'm prepared for the best Anthony Pettis tomorrow night. But no, I think, there's a quote that it's hard to get up at 5 a.m. when you're waking up on silk sheets. And it's true, like, he's already rich. He's got a lot of other stuff going on. Whereas me, I've only got fighting. I've got 4 kids at home. And yeah, I believe he's not got the same hunger as I've got. He might think he has, but I'm a hungry man.
Anthony, do you sleep in silk sheets?
I do. I sleep in silk sheets.
Is it hard to get up in silk sheets?
It's not, man. You know what, bro? Like, I moved to Vegas. I moved my camp there. I changed everything about my training. I made it all about me. I bought my coaches in. I spent a lot of money on these camps, man. So, like, I definitely want to win these fights. The champion was winning the championship was the whole goal this year. And, I'm one step away from that.
Right. Well, I feel like I'm standing between two equally hungry guys for this fight on Friday. It's a big fight. It's the main event, and it will determine who's going to the finals in the 155-pound division. Gentlemen, good luck, and I know that we are all looking forward to the fight.